It's only 8:36 in the morning and we've already taken a shower, had our breakfast and are ready to head out. You may ask, how come you are up so early? Well, I'll tell you why. Because this bed is super uncomfortable. We've had a really bad night's sleep. The bed sheets are itchy and scratchy and they smell. Probably just me being very sensitive for smells, because I can pick up slightest of smell. But the blanket was very small, so we were both trying to get some bit of blanket on us. There aren't any extra bed sheets or blankets or pillows for us to use. So there we have it. Secret of waking up early and being out and about early. Rent this place and have a very difficult, uncomfortable, itchy, scratchy sleep. Then you'll be up and about very, very early.
No, a week ago.
Okay, I am 10 soldiers. Good, yeah? You are the Barbican. Can you open the gate for me there? Yeah? I am there, by that bridge. I managed to go through the gate, I'm inside the Barbican, and now I cannot run straight, because the exit is not in front of me, it's on my right. Can you see that? So I'm stopping inside and slowly turning around, slowly, because I'm holding a tree. And I am 10 people, okay? The Lithuanian Legia War moved to Krakow, and Krakow suddenly became the capital of this, the biggest land of Europe for the next couple of centuries, called the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. And this was the best time for the city, obviously. Yeah, lots of taxes, lots of visitors, including other kings visiting our kings. So most of the pieces of art, most of the best architecture we've got in Krakow are coming from the next centuries, after the wedding, yeah? So that's gonna be 14th century, 15th, and the 16th century. And then they moved the capital to Warsaw. And everything started to go downhill. Warsaw had two rebellions, the ghetto uprising and the city uprising. What happened to Warsaw? How much was left? Yeah,
Nothing.
20%? 80% of Warsaw was burned down after the parties were put down, not during. It was a punishment, it wasn't just during the fight by accident. Yeah?
You walk out of this unassuming side alley with beautiful architecture, and then it just opens out into this wow of a square. There's lots of markets here, church, some markets under the thingy, some indoor markets, and loads of horse and carriages with nicely dressed people. Women drivers, women riders. This is the oldest university in whole of Poland and is full of loads of tour groups, guides. That was our other guide for the group here, and we have 10 minutes to explore here.
So all the furniture was broken, windows were smashed, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? Lot of money needed for it back. No money was coming from Warsaw, because Warsaw had to rebuild the country from scratch after 100 years of not being that. Yeah? So roads and schools and hospitals and weapon factories were more important than this. So after a couple years of waiting, Krakow decided. The bishop was always a part of the government. In Poland still is, really. The castle was built as a fortress of the kings of Poland, especially needed since the city was next door, yeah? But then the city was moved out, so they didn't need a fortress anymore. And then the same king who invited the Italian architects to Krakow, he told them why really they came to Krakow. Yeah? So he cut off the head from the corpse of the dragon, took it all the way up to the castle, and with a head of a dragon dripping with blood to the floor of the throne room, he demanded the prize, and they were so impressed they gave him half of the kingdom, he married the princess, and they lived happily ever after. That's the last lie I told you today.
We just finished our walking tour. They have these pretzel kind of things everywhere. Only 2 zloty, all the different flavors. This one is cheese, quite nice. A little bit hard on the outside, soft on the inside. And just the thing to get when you're rushing to get to the museum before it closes at 1:30. Today, the Museum of University is free, but it closes at 1:30. So we will have about half an hour to go through it. So we're rushing to get to this. The tourist information showed us, directed us to a vegetarian restaurant, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to be here. The location of Subway should have been the way where the vegetarian restaurant should have been, but we couldn't walk anymore without anything to eat. So we got a Subway footlong with a drink. This is the newer old wall when the Barbican was not the center of the government anymore, so they built a new wall, and this was the foundation. This is the foundation of the old wall that stood here before. This is the original Barbican. It was made so that when somebody came in to attack the city, they wouldn't be able to walk straight in, they'd have to turn. So they would have to go in through there and then have to turn to go out from there. After our walking tour, we thought our afternoon would be better spent coming to Auschwitz today. So we've just got here, but it looks like there's very long queue just to buy the tickets. Even though it's quite late afternoon, there's a long queue for people buying tickets, and a lot of coaches have just come as well. Entry is free, but you still have to get a ticket, and then once you've got your ticket, then you join the queue for a particular time. There seems to be a limit on the size of bag you can take in as well. We managed to get our tickets. You have to show some kind of ID when they give you your ticket, but the tickets are for free and they're timed, so you go in at a particular time. This is the floor map of the concentration camp. B is reception building where prisoners were processed and registered there. So it wasn't just the Jews that they saw. They weren't allowed to go to universities or have classes or have professors. So they used to meet at different locations every time to study. And every time they would meet at a different place. But the study and education continued. I think that's why even to this day they have free education, or almost free education in universities in Poland. What I didn't realize until today is that it wasn't only the Jews that were in this concentration camp. There were many other ethnic minorities as well as the ethnic Polish people, and many of those died as well. But unfortunately we never hear about the sacrifice of those people. I guess that's why the Polish government continues to keep this as a free monument, so it reminds everybody of the sacrifice that the Polish people made. Auschwitz isn't an easy place to visit. If and when you come here, it's going to evoke a lot of emotions. The realization of how large the site is, how many different ethnic minorities were here, how many senseless killing went on here. Go out with a heavy heart after visiting Auschwitz. There is just no other way to describe it.